All the information you need about UH Athletics is right at your fingertips. Go to hawaiiathletics.com for UH news, tickets, videos, and host of other items. Also, visit our Twitter, Facebook, YouTube sites to follow your favorite teams and get current fan promotions. Let's check on the field with Rob DeMello.
Robert, as we speak, Royce Pollard leaving the field. You saw a couple of drives ago, he went down with a left leg injury. They're still looking at it just moments ago. He's now walking off the field. Right before he left, a team prayer almost led by Kavika Ornelas along with Shane Austin, Joe Avery, wishing him well as he walks off the field. It would be a big loss for this University of Hawaii offense if Royce Pollard cannot return.
Thank you, Rob. It would be a big loss. 56 catches, 834 yards, 7 touchdowns coming in off his junior season where he had 64 for 901 yards. Also 7 touchdowns. Ryan Moniz with the Hawaii offense on 2nd and 5, the 13-yard line. And the flags are flying again. So we're scanning the field to see who replaces Pollard now.
Offense number 72. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
To the outside. It's Trevor Davis who started to the left side. Slot backs right now are Billy Ray Stutzman and Justin Clapp. And to the other end is Charles Clay, a 5'11", 190-pound sophomore, replacing Pollard at the right side of Hawaii's offense.
Well, all of these injuries that they've had at the receiver position, actually, they have been developing their depth. Justin Clapp, as we talked about before, had a couple of really big games. Very reliable receiver, someone you can just plug in, knows all the plays, knows what to do.
So again, the Warriors retreating once into the red zone of Utah State tonight. Moniz to the middle of the field, wide open. That's a touchdown for the guy you were just talking about, Coach, in Justin Clapp. His 4th touchdown of the year, covers 18 yards.
And, you know, you talk to the coaches and they all tell you Justin Clapp, one of the most reliable persons on the team, not just a receiver, but just does everything right, always on time, always gives his best effort, not only knows what he has to do, but he knows what the entire offensive team has to do, and well loved by his teammates there. 33 catches, and that's his 3rd touchdown.
Tyler Haddon for the extra point for the Warriors to tie this game at 7. It's up. It's good. That's a conversion. That's a touchdown catch. Number 4 for Justin Clapp. Game is tied at 7. This is University of Hawaii football on OC Sports. Hernandez, Rob DeMello, and Laurie Septi. It is 7-7 after the touchdown pass from Moniz to Justin Clapp. And this jack fat. Now, a win is a win. All coaches say that. Over the last 20 years, Hawaii has won only 2 games with scoring less than 17 points. And last week was one of them, 16-14 on the road against Idaho. Previous to that, it was September 12, 1992, a win against Air Force, 6-3.
A win is a win, and Hawaii averaging 34 points a game. They need to really pick it up offensively here. They don't want to get into a tight game with a running team like Utah State.
Kerwin Williams at the 9-yard line is the return extraordinaire for Utah State. Comes in amongst the best in the country. And coach, that previous offensive possession for Hawaii, thank you, Tyler Bennett.
Tyler Bennett, one of the best punters in the WAC. He has 14 punts pinned inside the 20, and that time a terrible shank. Looked like he punted it off of his knee or something. It was really bad, and set up Hawaii with great field position.
Yeah, 27-yard punt, returned 20 yards by Mike Edwards, putting Hawaii in great field position. The Aggies take over on their 33-yard line. It's play action. And Chucky Keaton rolling to his right, getting pushed hard, actually, by Pai Falemalu. The Pai Falemalu had outside contained. He fought off the block to the outside and protected the perimeter, not allowing Keaton to make a decision to instead try and run for it.
Great job by Falemalu. Now, Keaton, only a freshman. We talked about him as a game manager. 10 touchdowns, only 1 interception. They need to make him uncomfortable, put him in a spot where he has to throw the ball to give them a chance to win.
So 2nd and 10 from the 33. It's Turbin. And look at the defense by Richard Torres. From his safety position, he splits the protection and gets in between 2 point blockers to make a stop on the Hulk.
The Hulk went down. And Torres, wow, that was beautiful. He just shot up like a missile, went airborne and wrapped him up in the legs. Beautiful play by Torres.
That's a loss of 4 yards, making 3rd and 14. Keaton in shotgun. Warriors putting a little bit of pressure. Gets chased backside, gets hit as he throws, and that ball goes out of bounds. Coach, you mentioned putting the freshman quarterback in an uncomfortable position. It seems the uncomfortable position for him is in the pocket.
Exactly right. He's a scrambler. They like to use him in play action. They like to move him around, change the launch point. So you can't put a beat on him as a defensive team. Hawaii is going to have to do that when he's in the pocket. Very erratic, very uncomfortable.
Tyler Bennett to punt again from the 15-yard line. This time much better. Scott Harden from the 25-yard line, looking right side, cutting back to the middle of the field before finally being brought down. It's a punt of 47, a return of 14. Warriors will take over about the 38-yard line. Let's check in with Lori Senti.
You know, Coach Darren, couple things. Rich Miano and his staff doing a great job of package substitutions defensively as the hurry up comes from Utah State. They've done a good job of getting their personnel on the field since that first touchdown.
That's what we talked about, Coach. That's the difficult part Miano and company have this week of trying to defend with the proper personnel against a team that goes quick and doesn't huddle. The Warriors take over, 1st and 10, 38-yard line. Sterling Jackson in it, running back for Iosefa. Moniz going left side, looking deep down the field, intended for Trevor Davis. That's going to be an easy flag, pass interference against Jermaine Robertson.
Jermaine Robertson, a 5'10", 176-pound junior, all over Davis. Davis earning his stripes here. A lot of contact and
Pass interference, defense number 13. 15-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
Robertson had his mitts all over his shoulder pads, pulling at him, tugging at him.
Okay, he may be a freshman, and he may have just earned a few stripes, but he also earned some points in Oscar voting.
Good acting.
That's a pretty good acting job for a
Maybe
freshman.
an Emmy.
Yes. That's a pretty good acting job. But first down, Moniz to Sterling Jackson as the rain begins to come down good here in Halawa Valley. That's a pickup of 6 yards for Jackson.
And there's a lot of trench battles going on. You can watch the offensive line of Hawaii trying to get a push in the run game, trying to establish something with their 2 bruising running backs. A lot of heated battles going on down there.
Yeah, Philly Moyatu and Lapuapo, the interior defenders for the Aggies. Moniz complete to Billy Ray Stutzman. Across the 40, maybe to the 38-yard line. He's going to get a good mark for the Warriors. It'll actually be inside the 37 for a first down. Last season in Logan, Utah, Coach Gary Anderson and his defensive staff put Bobby Wagner as an outside linebacker out of his usual inside position. It did not work well against Brian Moniz and company. 605 yards of total offense Warriors hung on Utah State in 2010. The first and goal. Moniz this time gets pressured. Lots of room to run. Decides to throw it. And he hits Billy Ray Stutzman in the hands. You talk to Nick Rolovich, Hawaii offensive coordinator. You talk to Brian Smith, Hawaii running backs coach. What they love most about Moniz, when there is trouble and he's flushed out of the pocket, the eyes are always downfield.
I think that time Stutzman was perhaps watching Moniz and thinking maybe he's going to run it, and oh boy, He'd like to have that one back. Maybe he's thinking, I should have ran that one. There was a lot of room to run.
Moniz 7 for 12, 66 yards. That jumping up and down by Moniz, that said about a whole paragraph worth of things. But he cannot repeat. Moniz to Iosefa. Iosefa breaks the tackle, hops over another would-be tackle, and then drags a couple of white jerseys with him near the 20-yard line for a pickup of 16 yards.
Joey Iosefa, the big dog, running with the rock right here and showing that shake that we talked about, and then turning into a moose. I mean, he takes a hit at the end, but you gotta love the footwork. I mean, soft feet.
Yeah, it's McCade Brady, the guy whose jock was on the field, who got juked out of his socks by Iosefa. The big hit by Lapuapo. So it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Moniz looking to the end zone, hangs it up. It goes out of bounds, intended receiver was Justin Clapp, and Moniz took a shot.
Great pressure on Moniz that time. You always know you got roughed up when your shoulder pad is hanging out of your jersey and stuff. But Moniz, tough guy, man. He just hangs in there, and he's unafraid, baby. He takes his lumps.
He's been hit a lot here in 2011. 36 times he's been tattooed over the last 3 outings.
He just comes back, doesn't complain. Next play.
Moniz now still 7 of 14. Only 66 yards passing. It's a draw play with Sterling Jackson. Sterling Jackson gets away from one would-be tackler and then tripped up by Will Davis.
Love Sterling Jackson. Sterling Jackson, such great balance, very explosive. What a 1-2 combo. Sterling Jackson, 3 rushes, 18 yards. I mean, you got to love the combination of Iosefa and Jackson. 220 and 240 coming at you. I mean, the run and shoot is a pass-oriented offense, but if you have a big back that can gash you up the middle like those two, it's very dangerous.
So it's 3rd and 3. Moniz looking to the end zone. He's got a receiver who was trampled in the end zone. And the guy doing the trampling was Will Davis. And the guy who got trampled was Maya Ostrowski.
Will Davis, 5'11", 169-pound junior. Going to get called for pass interference, looks like here.
Pass interference. Defense number 17. Ball will be placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic. 1st down.
Oh, and that's big.
So, you know, in the big picture, though, if you're a corner or defender and you're going to get beat for a touchdown, that's not a bad penalty. Is that a penalty?
Well, you can't run up the back of the receiver like how they just ran him over without looking for the, you know, you got to be going in the act of going for the football as a defender. He did not.
That brings up 1st and goal for the Warriors at the 2-yard line. Moniz, why not? Iosefa, 2nd effort, close to the goal line. One official calls a touchdown. The delayed call, but 2nd effort, according to the official, gets Iosefa into the end zone. And for Iosefa, it would be his 5th rushing touchdown of the season if it holds up.
And that time, Clayton Laurel, the left tackle, got stood up. A lot of penetration inside, and they're going to take a look at this one again.
It's coming back, I think.
I don't think that ball broke the plane of the goal line before his
play is under further review.
Knee hit the ground there. So
yeah, it's being reviewed in the review box upstairs, the officials. And if my eyes haven't deceived me, and trust me, over the last year they have, in many different occasions, I think this is going to be a touchdown taken off the board.
Kyle Gallagher, 6 feet 225, stuck his face in there, got his helmet popped up, took a knee in the forehead, and still was in on the tackle. Now that's a tough dude.
It is. That's a lot to respect of Gallagher, to hold on after you've lost your hat. mean, don't get me wrong, it's excellent second effort by Iosefa. But from the replays we had, and here's the call.
After further review, the runner will stop short of the goal line. It'll be second down and goal from the half-yard line.
Now, like it or not, we're talking about instant replay. They got it right, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, they did. He was stopped short. It was a great play by the inside backer, Gallagher. He just filled, as we said earlier, wrapped up Iosefa's legs, that even despite the second effort, they were short. Now, on that series, on that play, you saw Moniz uncharacteristically under center. I mean, that's a dead giveaway that they're going to run the ball. Usually he's operating out of the shotgun.
Okay, from the heart, honest answer, yes or no? Are you an instant replay guy in college football?
I like it.
Me too. Tell you the truth. The second and goal. The sneak opportunity for Moniz, and this time the way he gets a touchdown on the board. It's a 7th rushing touchdown for Moniz this season.
And Moniz, a tough guy. You know, most quarterbacks don't feel so comfortable when they run a quarterback sneak in the land of the Giants with all those big guys. But Moniz, he's comfortable.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird type of quarterback sneak, because most quarterbacks will stay right under center and go straight ahead. Moniz tries to go into the gap and make sure he crosses the goal line. Tyler had it, attempting the extra point. And that's good. It's 14-7. Warriors now lead the Aggies. 10:38 left in the opening quarter. This is University of Hawaii football. Wait a minute, there's a flag on the field. There's a flag on the field. The official is standing near the 14-yard line. An extra point attempt was good by Haddon. The scoreboards right now stay 14-7. Hawaii leading Utah State. We'll let them talk. We'll come back. We'll figure it all out. 10:38 left in the opening quarter. This is University of Hawaii football on OC Sports. Back live at Aloha Stadium. Robert Kikawa and Darren Hernandez upstairs. Lori Senti and Rob DeMello downstairs. And coach, what's the form on the guy with the white hat? Not the white helmet, but the white hat. This is that penalty on the extra point. It's called good by Tyler Hatton. Made the score 14-7. We'll check the official when we get back. Let's check you quickly with Rob DeMello.
Robert, on the touchdown, Clayton Laurel, starting left tackle for the Warrior football team, went straight from the field to the locker room holding his left wrist. Again, starting left tackle, Clayton Laurel, straight to the locker room holding his left wrist. I'll have an update for you as soon as I can. Back up to you.
Thank you, Rob. That's a second offensive player for the Warriors now that's gone into the locker room here in the first half. Royce Pollard, now Clayton Laurel, as Rob DeMello reports from the Hawaii sideline. It's kicked off. Curran Williams at the 12-yard line, crosses the 20. Excellent kickoff coverage by Hawaii. Again, at the extra point, it was called good by Hawaii. Penalties, offsetting, unsportsmanlike conduct. The guy in the white hat, not the white helmet, the white hat. You see the pushing and shoving, and watch the referee. He's got an arm.
He's going for height. I thought he was going to slap somebody. My goodness.
How's the arm
rugged down there
on the referee? It's a fireworks here at Aloha Stadium. So it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line for the Aggies. It's Keaton, a gig to Turbin. Turbin turns the corner and brought down by Corey Paredes.
Also there, Torres, and he's got to really watch his legs, because that's the 3rd time now Torres has come up hard and attacked the legs of Turbin to bring him down.
I like the philosophy of Hawaii defensive coordinator Dave Aranda when it comes to Hawaii defenders trying to put a hit on Turbin. We'll get to that after this play. On 2nd down, Keaton pressured up the middle, looking for room to run, got no place to go, throws it out of bounds. He was being spied by Pai Falimalu. Talking about Torres and shooting low against Turbin, it's because Dave Aranda, Hawaii's defensive coordinator, says if you wear a size medium or lower jersey, you do not go anywhere near the chest of Robert Turbin.
Especially with those Hulkster arms sticking out of his jersey.
So it's 3rd and 7. Turbin in motion gets the give from Keaton. And look at the black jerseys. No place for Turbin to go. Hawaii defensive coaches right now are on cloud 9.
No place at all for Turbin. Here he is. They try to put him at a flanker and give him a reverse. And I mean,
that's 7 black jerseys.
There was no place for Turbin to go.
There's Dave Aranda, the defensive coordinator. He's the one standing circled. And pressure now on the Aggies as they try to punt. It's a fake, and they get the first down. Stanley Morris, a pickup of 10. Wow.
Trickeration by Stanley Morris. We talked about him earlier. He had a 33-yard reception, only 150 pounds, a little guy.
He was looking to throw it initially.
I mean, that play, that was not in the script at all. He just kind of took off and became an athlete and made a play with his feet.
That deep in your own territory. That's a Miquejones. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line for the Aggies. And again, a bunch of jerseys that are different color than Utah State's, led by Von Tonga and company.
Also, their Jordan Hano.
Wow, a fake punt. That deep in your own territory. Aggies mean business. 2nd and 10. No gain on 1st down. Keaton looking to throw. Intended receiver is Smith, Michael Smith, defended very well by Corey Paredes.
Paredes right on his heels, and at 205, 5'9", a very shifty running back. So Paredes doing a great job staying with him, covering him in the flat. I mean, Paredes goes 235, 240. He does a great job staying on his hip pocket.
On 3rd and 10, pressure up the gut. That's an incompleted pass intended for Travis Van Leeuwen. Stanley Morrison also in the area. And I think you're right, Coach. I think the most uncomfortable place for Keaton to be is left alone in the pocket.
You know, Chucky Keaton, we talked about him, only 1 interception, 10 touchdowns. He's a game manager. When he's in trouble, he doesn't make really good decisions. Only a freshman.
You get Tyler Bennett now. Decent punt. Received by Scott Harding. Makes the first would-be tackler missed and gets across the 45-yard line, maybe to the 46, 47, depending on the spot. That's a punt of 39, a return of 23. Again, for a freshman from Australia. Great move after he fielded it.
And I think at this point, because of all his professional experience in Australian rules football, he's not a freshman anymore. You know, he's an older guy, very, very athletic. I mean, does a great job of catching punts and is just now finding his way. I mean, he's going to break one real soon.
Yeah, both he on punt returns and Mike Edwards on kickoff returns for the Warriors this season are very close to busting a big one. Warriors take over on their 46. Moniz complete to Justin Clapp on the Hawaii sideline. Picked up of around 5-yard line. 5 yards, check that. And there was some extracurricular on the Hawaii sideline. Nevin Lawson making a stop on Clapp.
And great protection by the O-line. And you look at Clapp.
Well, watch Lawson.
A little bit of extra knee to the ribs there. Can't have that.
The knee shot, and I thought he came close to throwing a punch on the Hawaii sideline. The 2nd and 5 now, across midfield for the Warriors. Yosefa at running back. Moniz completed to Trevor Davis, got a first down, and then remember, he's a freshman, got a first down, and then went backward and lost the first down.
Trevor Davis, only a freshman, 6'1", 170 pounds, from Oakley, California. You know, he's got to learn the nuances of the run and shoot. That tunnel screen is going to open up in the middle. You can't run backwards. Take what the defense gives you. That's what he's got to learn.
So he had a first down. They initially caught that pass from Moniz. So instead of first down, it's now 3rd and 2. Just outside the 45-yard line. And Moniz calls timeout. The play clock had come very close to 0. 6:42 left in the opening half. Warriors lead the Aggies 14-7. This is University of Hawaii, presented by Central Pacific Bank. Let's check out how it works with Coach Darren Hernandez.
There you see number 4, Walter McClinton, the safety on 3rd and 1. And pre-snap read, Moniz sees him walk up into the box, and now they're going to bring everybody, and he smartly calls a timeout.
So that tells us they probably had a run play called in that huddle. That's how it works. So 3rd and 1 again. Yosefa at running back. Utah State may have jumped offside. It's a completed pass to Billy Ray Stutzman and a first down pickup. I thought London Sapolo got that snap off as that defensive end was still across the line of scrimmage. That's a 6-yard completion. That puts Moniz now at 81 yards. In his career, that puts him right at 10,000 passing yards.
Number 3 all-time in UH history.
So there's the record. HMSA inside the numbers. 10,000 career passing yards for Brian Moniz. 51st player in college football history to reach that number, and 3rd all-time in UH behind Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang. Moniz, lots of time. Look deep, nothing there. Went short, completed, just shy of the first down to Maya Ostrowski. Now, Coach, we were talking before the game. We mentioned that Moniz is now 3rd all-time UH behind Colton Brennan, whose career is 14,193 yards. Timmy Chang, 17,072 yards. Now 2nd, Timmy Chang, that number, in college football history. His record broken today by Houston quarterback Case Keenum.
Case Keenum, who had a 6th year, awarded him a medical red shirt. Today he had 407 yards, 2 touchdowns. He now has 17,212 yards passing and 141 touchdowns. He's putting up some big numbers for the Cougars.
So basically, he was Barry Bonds passing Hank Aaron. That's how big that number was. So on 2nd and short, Moniz looking for the end zone. Has Trevor Davis in man coverage. And Trevor Davis had thought he had it and let it go on the way down, but there's a flag on the play. Looking like, by body language, pass interference against Robertson again.
Robertson, if this is against him, is not going to be happy. This is the 2nd pass interference call possibly against him.
Pass interference, defense number 13. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
So 13's been the lucky number for Hawaii, unlucky number for the Aggies.
Jamon Robertson, and that time, that was a close one, Robert. That looked pretty good to me. And Gary Anderson, who serves as his own defensive coordinator, former defensive coordinator and special teams coordinator at the University of Utah, not happy about that call at all.
It sets up 1st and 10 opportunity at the 15-yard line for Moniz and company. Already leading 14-7. Straight here. The Yosefa gets hard yards, crosses the 10 near the 5-yard line. Pickup of about 7 yards.
And who's in on the tackle? Number 9, Bobby Wagner. I mean, you know, we talked about Bobby Wagner earlier, and Yosefa now 7 carries for 39 yards. Tough yards between the tackles. 89 tackles coming in, closing in on his 3rd straight 100 tackle season. But even he must be thinking, my goodness, that's a large man I'm having to tackle tonight.
That's impressive. The 3 consecutive years of 100 tackles. Moniz, that's option. That's keeper. That's nobody home. And into the end zone. His 2nd rushing touchdown of this game, covered 8 yards.
Brian Moniz on the read option, executing that to perfection. Ran some read option at Lelehua High School as a prep star. There he is reading the backside defensive end and just motoring right past the safety. That's number 4, McClinton.
Yeah, he ran by McClinton and got the read on Koskin, 47, and got him to bite on the give to Iosefa. Brings on Tyler Haddon again, attempting his 3rd extra point. 3 for 3 tonight for Haddon. 21-7. Warriors lead the Aggies. 4:22 left in the opening half. This is University of Hawaii football on OC Sports. Back at Aloha Stadium, Brian Moniz getting into the end zone on the ground for the 2nd time in this game. 6 plays, 54-yard drive, that 8-yard touchdown run by Brian Moniz. Let's take a look at the Mid-Pac Petroleum leaderboard now. It's 21-7. Warriors leading the Aggies. We'll get to that leaderboard in just a second. Coach, this offense now out 2 starters, Royce Pollard and left tackle Clayton Laurel. He's replaced by Loeffler now in that offensive front. That's good news for Hawaii to march down the field, get into the end zone.
Jordan Loeffler, a 6'5", 315-pound freshman, is the replacement for Clayton Laurel.
So Curran Willis, just outside the 10-yard line, got no place to go. Kickoff coverage for Hawaii, excellent. There's our Mid-Pac Petroleum leaderboard. WAC sack leaders, Art Laurel, leading the conference with 7. He's tied with Brett Roy of Nevada, and look who's at number 5.
Pai Falemalu. But Art Laurel, I mean, that's the story. Not only leading the team in sacks, but leading the team with 8.5 tackles for loss. I mean, if you told me before the season that Art Laurel will be leading in those 2 categories, he's been a pleasant surprise for Dave Aranda's staff.
Yeah, what's been a pleasant surprise tonight is Hawaii's defense against Robert Turner. Coach, the rushing numbers right now, if you had told me what they look like at this point before the game, I would not have believed you.
It's kind of like a twilight zone right now. You talk about Moniz and Iosefa, both with more rush yards than Turbin on the ground so far.
This second quarter, 11 plays, just 11 yards of offense for Utah State. That's option. It's Keaton going outside. In pursuit, Richard Torres runs him out of bounds. So they start the second quarter with 11 plays, just 11 yards of total offense, compared to 92 yards of offense for the Warriors just here in the second quarter. Yet another flag on the field.
And they're going to tag number 7, Travis Van Leeuwen, 6'3" receiver.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Holding, number 4, offense. That penalty is declined. Holding, number 7, offense. That penalty accepted. 10 yards. Replay, second down.
So take your pick which receiver was guilty of holding. Let's check in with Rob DeMello. Rob?
Robert, you're talking about Pai Falemalu, a busy weekend for the Falemalu family at Aloha Stadium. Last night, his little brother Rashawn played a big role in Kahuku's 23-0 win over Farrington. Talked to Pai today. He said he has to live up now to his little brother's standards. Up to you.
And because they were in the hotel, he couldn't go to the game, had to watch on television. And Keaton, lots of room after he cuts back, crosses the 40, nears midfield, finally brought down by Art Laurel. He rolled right side, picks up 38 yards when there's nothing there in that pass game.
And Chucky Keaton, heads up play for the freshman. Kind of a long, gangly runner. I mean, not a real fluid runner, but getting the job done. 38 yards, kind of like a doe getting its legs.
So he crosses midfield, and Chucky Keaton, it's play action. In fact, he does give it in the mesh. What does it remind you of? What does Chucky Keaton remind you of playing quarterback?
You know, he looks like Urkel.
I was going to say Kaepernick.
Okay.
He has some Colin Kaepernick too. I don't want to see him dance like Urkel, though. So he crosses midfield. I mean, he's tall and lanky, and I never thought that Colin Kaepernick was the type of quarterback that could beat you standing in the pocket. If he gets to the edge, gets to the perimeter, Keaton, like Kaepernick, awfully dangerous. So that's second down. And I think I just made my point again. It's going to be tough for Keaton to beat many teams standing in the pocket.
Yeah, he's not a polished passer by any means. He makes things happen, though, with his feet and play action. But for play action to happen, I mean, this is great protection here. But in order for play action to work, you got to run the ball. Right now, Hawaii's defense doing a great job of stuffing Robert Turbin.
So it's 3rd and 9. Aggies at the 46-yard line. Chucky Keaton, explosive when he can run. In the pocket, flushed out of the pocket, and there he goes again. Crosses the 35, picks up the first down, and he fumbles the ball. Chucky Keaton fumbled it, recovered by Aaron Brown, who's having one heck of a first half.
Aaron Brown right where you want him, near the football. And Chucky Keaton making things happen again.
And I think Keaton's down. He's injured. It's Art Laurel, backside, punching the ball free.
Oh, what a classic, beautiful strip by Art Laurel. That is textbook.
And I think it is Keaton who is still on the turf near the 30-yard line on the Hawaii sideline. Let's check with Laurie Santi.
Robert, typical of the Hawaii defense all season long. Now 19 forced turnovers on the year. That's second in the Western Athletic Conference. And again, it's Aaron Brown coming up with a huge turnover, as he did last week at Idaho, to really turn that game, turn the tide for the University of Hawaii. So turnovers in this defense, synonymous.
Thank you, Laurie. It's the fumble recovery by Brown. Also has an INT in this game. They're now going to be credited, this defense, with 20 turnovers. Coming into the game at 18, as Laurie mentioned, 2 in the WAC, 22nd in college football.
And you gotta love the strip by Laurel. I mean, this is, I mean, that's one that you videotape and you show all incoming freshman linebackers. This is how you pursue the football. You never give up on a play, and this is exactly how you do it. You strip the ball. And great job by Aaron Brown being around the ball, you know, running to the football. That's what they run that pursuit drill for. Get all 11 bodies running to the ball.
So if that's the tape you show, do you erase the front side of the tape when it's 3rd and 9 and the pocket breaks down and there's all kinds of room for Keaton to run?
Yeah, you don't show that part. In fact, on that part, earlier you saw Aaron Brown actually got juked by quarterback Chucky Keaton, but showing a lot of resolve. He turned and ran and got after the play, and even though you're not going to make the tackle, if you're around it and there's a fumble, you can be that guy.
So because Keaton is down, on the Aggies sideline, it's Adam Kennedy now starting to warm up. And there's that punch of the ball by Art Laurel. It doesn't look like anything out of the ordinary.
Well, it looks like his ankle or his lower leg got wrapped up on the way down, got stepped on or wrapped up. It's hard to say. Now they're working on his upper body. He kind of fell awkwardly. Not a big guy, 6'3", 185, kind of on the slim side, and he was in a mishmash of big bodies landing all around him.
So Chucky Keaton up to this point, 5 for 12, throwing the football for 53 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. That touchdown catch made by Matt Austin.
And you really hate to see this when once the medical response cart comes out. You know, our thoughts and prayers are with the family of Chucky Keaton. We don't know what type of injury this is, but obviously it's best to take precautionary measures here.
As much as he may struggle being a pocket passer, he's almost a freakish type player when he gets out of the pocket, and he can use his legs, use his feet to buy some time, extend plays, throws very well on the run, but his ability to turn it, tuck it, and run with it, it's a whole new breed of quarterback. That's Kaepernick, that's Tebow, that's Cam Newton type off that read option.
All very successful college quarterbacks, and you want a guy that can run and break down the defense with his legs. And You could make an argument to say that Moniz has done that in the run and shoot era here at the University of Hawaii, that he's done that better than any other quarterback in the run and shoot era, that he can actually break down the D with his legs and make plays running the football.
That's head coach Gary Anderson looking at his quarterback on the field. Let's check in with Lori Santi.
You know, Robert, we haven't seen much movement at all out of Keaton. They're strapping him to the board, and you know, this is the type of thing, very quiet on the Hawaii sidelines as well. Everybody always worried, all the players on one knee down here, and Keaton, as you mentioned, started running a lot and took a pretty good hit, hasn't moved. They've got his neck in traction. They'll strap him to the board, and as you mentioned, all we can do is say some prayers here.
You know, there's a brotherhood, an unspoken brotherhood by football players. They all understand the dangers. They understand the mayhem that occurs between the white lines, and at any given play, someone can get hurt, sometimes catastrophically. So they understand it, and they willingly go into battle, and they willingly take that risk. But whenever someone does go down and it looks like it's a bad injury, it's kind of a wake-up call for everybody. You know, you kind of join hands, and you just kind of get close together and say, look, guys, let's all pray for Chucky Keaton right now.
It's almost the unwritten rule where you see, no matter what team had a player go down to injury, you see both teams pretty much react like what we're seeing here. They all take a knee to bide some time. They're all so concerned. You see Hawaii head coach Greg McMackin with Utah State head coach Gary Anderson near the 35-yard line. And I'm sure discussing the injury to Chucky. Let's talk about Adam Kennedy. Adam Kennedy now will be called upon to play quarterback for Utah State. He's 6'5", 218 pounds, a junior from Elk Grove, California. He's only attempted 5 passes this season for 46 yards. And he's rushed for 4 yards. And much appreciation here at Aloha Stadium shown for Chucky Keaton as he gets put on the cart, and his team will gather around him near the 35-yard line.
Much love for Chucky Keaton as you see the team gathering around. Again, our thoughts and prayers are with the family of Chucky Keaton. We just hope for the best for this young man.
And like Lori Santi reported from the field turf here, she had not seen him move on the ground after he was hit backside by Art Laurel. The ball bounces free. So after the officials mark it, they'll set the clocks back in motion. 2:06 left here in the first half of football. Warriors leading the Aggies 21-7. There was a turnover on that play, recovered by Aaron Brown. Warriors football at the 32-yard line. Sterling Jackson in at running back. Moniz draw play to Jackson, 27 across to the 35-yard line. Moniz is receiving core to the outsides. It's Trevor Davis to our near side. It's Justin Clapp, Charles Clay, and the other slot back Maya Ostrowski. The 2nd and 8 from the 34. Moniz complete. Near the first down, the clock will keep on ticking. Justin Clapp making his 4th catch here in the first half. Got his 4th touchdown earlier here in the first half. Clock still ticking, 1:25 and counting. Moniz, lots of time in the pocket. Buys himself more time, then completes a pass. It's a short out to Trevor Davis. Not much of a gain, and a timeout called on the field. The clock at 1 minute and 6 seconds by the Warriors using one of their timeouts.
And remember, Kenton Chun not in the game, so that kind of changes the strategy a bit for Hawaii. With only 1 minute and 6 seconds left, they're going to have to really get in close to get into Tyler Haddon's range.
That's now the second timeout used here in the first half by Hawaii, giving them one left. The other, we saw Moniz call timeout earlier when he saw just total abandonment by Utah State on their backside, bringing all 11 players inside the box defending the run. So now 3rd and 5. At the 37-yard line. Second down, check down. Flags are flying again. The penalty numbers, that's 12 combined.
Offside defense, number 77. The result of the yardage is a first down.
That'll drive Gary Anderson crazy.
Not happy about that. You know, it's kind of tough. The game after a big injury like that is tough to get on track for both teams. You can see it right now.
After the penalty across midfield, Moniz pressure from his right side. Lots of time after he buys some time from the crossing pattern, the freshman, Trevor Davis. That's a gain of 13. There's not too many freshmen that pack about 100, what is it, 70?
Soaking wet
75?
with a rock in his pocket.
Not too many freshmen at 175 pounds want to come across the middle in college football. You see that block?
That was
that Justin Clapp?
That was Justin Clapp laying somebody out.
Is that legal?
If there was no flag call, it was legal.
Yes. At the first down, at the 35-yard line. Moniz looking for a home run. He's got Billy Ray Stutzman in double coverage. And no connection. Incomplete. 51 seconds left. McCain Brady, one of those defenders back for the Aggies.
That time Brady in a 2-deep coverage. The safety got over the top, and Moniz, what a daring attempt to Stutzman, trying to air it out for some quick points. You can see his numbers. Only 115 yards through the air as we near halftime, although he has 32 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns on the ground tonight.
That home run ball has not been near the Warriors tonight over the past few games. As a matter of fact, Moniz is a flag thrown, trying to run away from a defender, crosses the 30, near the 25-yard line. There's a flag thrown at the 45-yard line in the vicinity where you think holding against the offense. That run for Moniz, he probably ran 35 yards.
Holding. Offense number 61. 10-yard penalty. Replay. Second down.
But had it been good, it would have been only an 11-yard gain. That penalty is holding against the Warriors. Clock at 42 seconds left here in the first half. 21-7. Hawaii ahead of Utah State.
Warriors going backwards.
That's 13 penalties combined. It's not been the prettiest first half.
Not at all. And the Warriors looking to try to capitalize here with 2nd and 20.
Moniz looking left side. Got 2 receivers in the same area again. But Trevor Davis was one of them. It's Ostrowski who got his hand on the ball, tried to make a catch. Again, a flag. That's 14 penalties.
Where you see Ostrowski running a sail route to the sideline, and that time just
Face
overthrew.
mask. Defense number 1. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Okay, if the offside penalty didn't drive Gary Anderson crazy, Utah State head coach, that will.
This will make him nuts.
It's a face mask against a defender, and Nevin Lawson who was nowhere near the ball. And automatic first down.
That hurts.
It would have been 3rd and 20. Instead, 1st and 10 at the 30. 36 seconds left in the first half. Yosefo at running back. Moniz, decent protection. Going deep again into double coverage. And ball batted away. Intended for Trevor Davis. And back defensively was Robertson again. He's been victimized twice of the past interference variety.
And offensive coordinator Nick Rolovich obviously sees something in the corner of that end zone with Robertson. Looks like he wants to attack that area. That's like the 4th time they tried to throw it to Trevor Davis in that area.
So our update now on Utah State's freshman quarterback, Chucky Keaton, was carted off the field. We are told now he's been taken to Queens Medical Center. Yet another injury to a Utah State defender, McClinton. He looks like he's in pain.
And he's the starting safety. So here in this end of the first half with just 30 seconds, now you have to put in another safety, a new safety, not the starter.
You got to test him right away, don't you?
Exactly.
So 2nd and 10, ball on the 30. 30 seconds left in the first half. Moniz, quick hit. Justin Clapp. Justin gets a block. That little bubble gets a big hit in the backside as well. Justin Clapp shaken up after a pickup of 12. Another first down.
Moving the change and now inside the 20. Justin Clapp, not known as a run after the catch guy, but such a gritty, scrappy player. One of those guys that, you know, is an overachiever. You like to, you know, you can't say enough about a guy like Clapp. You know, not heavily recruited out of high school as a football player, but boy, this guy makes tough catches, takes tough hits, and you can bet he'll be back in there. I mean, he's a scrappy player.
I'm talking to Coach Rolovich earlier this season as we watched Justin Clapp now. That big hit delivered on the backside. I think it was Alfred Bowden who laid into it. He had a game earlier this year. Got 2 touchdowns on the road. UNLV comes back home. Rolovich finds out those were the first 2 touchdowns of his career at any level.
You mean in his
Pop
life?
Warner, high school, anywhere in his life.
Wow.
He's like, had I known that, I may have not called plays in his direction when they got into the red zone.
He showed them. He showed everybody. I mean, he's a clutch receiver.
That's a great story for a guy to come up there that step up when Ostrowski got hurt. Whistles blowing yet again. That catch from Clapp. Ball marked at the 18-yard line. And for some reason, the clock is ticking. Moniz spiked the ball. I'm thinking Waipahu Pro City all over again. The mystery clock.
Please reset the game clock to 20 seconds. Will the play clock operator please start the 40 on my whistle?
So with that being said, Warriors now need to hustle out of that huddle and get to the line of scrimmage. When the official blows his whistle to start the 40 clock, you're ready. So it's 1st and 10 on the 18, 20 seconds left in the first half. Second down. One Marcus is first, one Marcus is second. It's second down. Moniz pressured backside, gets away. The eyes downfield, and he connects with Maya Ostrowski to get into the end zone. That's an 18-yard touchdown.
Wow, what a play by Brian Moniz. And Maya Ostrowski on the other end.
I mean, it's the eyes downfield. We talked about this earlier. when he extends plays. Look at the eyes. And then look at the move by Ostrowski. Wow.
Wow is right. I mean, Moniz pirouette, throwing the ball right over the defender. That was clutch. And Ostrowski on the other end showing some nice footwork. You know, I hate to keep beating a dead horse with the basketball references, but the feet, I mean, it looks like he was kind of going baseline a little bit.
Put a spin move, a crossover near the 5-yard line. As quarterback, the only football position that you can use a word like pirouette?
I believe so. No, actually, if you're a receiver, you can make a pirouette for the football.
Okay. If you're a defensive lineman, you get spun around.
You spin. Defensive linemen spin. Pirouette is just too fancy for a defensive lineman.
You got to be pretty to pirouette. It's 12 seconds left here in the opening half. Moniz to Ostrowski makes it 27-7. Tyler Haddon about to attempt his 4th extra point here in the first half. Shane Austin holding, Luke Ingram snapping, Tyler Haddon converted, making it 28-7. Warriors lead the Aggies now with 12 seconds left in the first half.
And so Brian Moniz again, a clutch performer. 2 touchdowns rushing, 2 touchdowns passing before halftime to lead his team. I mean, he's doing it again at home here in the friendly confines of Aloha Stadium.
Yep, and Moniz now 16 for 25, 145 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
There's a chest bump. Here's some fancy.
That takes practice.
Oh, yeah, that's some fancy handshaking going on right there.
With Leroy Lutu and Moniz, that takes practice.
Oh, yeah.
They took time out of the haka practice to practice the high five.
High five with a little intertwine of the arm. I like it.
Little mini pirouette.
I love Kerwin Williams' dude. You see that dude?
Yes.
I mean, that's kind of a kid and play kind of thing going on there. I love that.
He's rising up inside the helmet. At the school whipper. Picked up by Williams just outside the 15-yard line. That's another big hit on special teams. Another big hit by Kamalani Alo.
Kamalani Alo just beat down Kerwin Williams.
Now we mentioned, as we see the hit again, 17.6 yards per kickoff return by Hawaii on the kickoff team, ranked 7th in all of college football coming into this game. Adam Kennedy, his first snap, takes a knee. That will be the final play of the first half. Warriors lead the Aggies 28-7. This is University of Hawaii football on OC Sports.